Welcome back to the Fight Guy YouTube channel. So we're gonna be talking about what Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC, and we had a few over the weekend. We had a few new fights get announced. So let's start with Francis. What do you think?
Yeah. At first, I didn't like it at all because it's like one of the biggest like fighters in UFC right now, and just let him go away from nothing. But I thought about it more, kind of like my man just wants money, really. So I feel like he'll be back in the UFC. But right now, I just feel like he's gonna go out and have like a big time boxing match so he can get him like some big money, some life changing money, really. So I feel like he's gonna like fight Thomas Fury or whatever, uh, for like 30 million or something like that. Get an easy 30 million, 30, 40 million, maybe even 20. Come back to the UFC because he just wants this money. I feel like for like post fight Francis or for the rest of his life, so he can have like a good support for him and his family like after he's done fighting. So I feel like he'll be back next year. He may box somebody this year. Um, like Fury, and then come back, hopefully, reclaim his belt because I feel like he's still a heavyweight champ, even though, we'll talk about it later, but somebody else got announced for a title fight, but I feel like he's still the champ to beat because nobody's beat him at heavyweight while he was a champion. So I feel like he'll be back next year, hopefully.
Man, I don't know. I don't think he's coming back. I feel like he didn't genuinely like working with UFC. I feel like he always felt like they were trying to pull one over him, or which is there. They supposed to get the most out of their worker and pay him least amount as possible. But I feel like he didn't like how they were trying to shortchange him and make it seem like he wasn't a draw. And in their defense, do you want to pay this dude all this money and he going out there and knocking everybody out in 10 seconds and you got to pay him all this damn money?
I mean,
but
he put in the product on the on the tape.
But yeah, I don't think he's coming back. We'll see. They're talking about he might go join the PFL and fight in one of their tournaments. We'll see about that. Or he might go box Fury. I don't want to see it.
It's not really about want to see. He just wants his money. Like
But do people want to see that? Like
people would pay to see that. I feel like to me it's like I think he could care less about like boxing Fury. Like I just want some good paying money. Like Dana was saying, like yeah, we offered him to be the highest paying heavyweight of all time. I was like, that don't mean I don't want to be the highest paid UFC fighter. Like what?
But you can't. So
not necessarily what Conor making, but
Conor. You don't.
I can be
like
on like Jon Jones level. Like I would want some like pay money, like some money, like Jon Jones. I at least want 15 million or something like that.
Jon Jones been doing this since he was what 22.
Bro, I was getting paid like barely $1 million. I at least want like 10 to 15 million dollars, bro. You saying like I'm getting paid like one of the heavy as the highest paid heavyweight. You probably didn't pay any heavyweights. You were saying higher than Chuck Liddell. You probably wasn't paying
higher than Brock Lesnar. Hey, they say Brock was getting the bag.
Well, that was back then. Back then, $1 million is probably the bag.
So you see inflation, huh?
He offered him probably 1.5. Like, yeah, you about to be the highest heavyweight of all. Like,
you thought he was going to buy that, huh?
Like, bro, you about to pay me 1.5, but a new heavyweight is coming to this division, and you asking me to fight him, and you probably about to pay him 10 to 15 to fight me.
And he the GOAT.
I'm the champion.
He the GOAT, bro.
But I'm saying, like, you telling me I'm the highest paid. I'm gonna be the highest paid heavyweight. I'm not.
Other than Jon Jones.
The nigga I'm about to fight by the highest paid heavyweight. Like, make it make sense.
You're gonna be highest paid other than Jon Jones. You're gonna be the second highest paid.
No, I want to at least make. If he making 15, give me 10 at least. I can understand paying him more. Like, I'm not an idiot. Pay him more. He is the GOAT. But I better not be too far off. Like, it better not be double digits. Like, he better not be making like 14.5 million more than me. Like, come on, bro.
I don't know. I just feel like Francis was tired of the negotiating.
Yeah,
he bounced on him. Dana was trying to make it right for 2 years.
No, we don't know was still shortfall.
We don't know what number he offered him. We just know he said he's gonna make him the highest paid fighter, heavyweight fighter. Hey,
what heavyweight fighter was getting the bag like that?
Shit, we don't know what a lot of these fighters get.
Yeah.
Hey,
I feel like the draw for UFC is 155 to 205.
I feel like now that Francis is leaving the UFC, this is one of those fights that we never got to see, like the GSP versus Anderson Silva, Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Now it's Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. What could have been?
That would have been like one of the greatest fights. Like,
what could have been?
That's a mega fight. But speaking of like upcoming matches, Jon Jones, of course, your man's coming back. What, it's been like 2 years.
I think it was February of what, 2020?
It was before the pandemic.
I thought it was the pandemic, wasn't it? I thought it was like right. I think he fought in February and it started. The pandemic started in March.
Maybe I thought it was 19. Check it out. But yeah, they just announced him versus your other man, Ciryl Gane. How do you feel about that? And
I honestly feel like Ciryl Gane's a bad matchup for Jon Jones. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of the biggest Jon Jones fans there is. Even with the 3-year layoff or 2-3 year layoff. But I feel like Jon Jones misjudged the situation. He went and put on all this size and muscle because he thought he was fighting Francis' big ass. Now he about to fight. Ciryl Gane is just like
he's just as big though.
He's 20 pounds lighter. I think he's an inch shorter.
But he's still a big dude. Like he's still like big like it's Francis though.
No, Francis is big as fuck.
Yeah, he's still big, but like Ciryl Gane and Francis, they're like similar though. They're more similar.
Francis is big as fuck. Like Francis, like when you see outside, you be like,
bro, they're more similar though.
You be like, you play professional sports, dude. Ciryl Gane, like when athlete dudes like, all right, you big as shit too, but Ngannou big as fuck, like
yeah.
That Black Superman.
Oh no, yeah, they fought 2020.
His muscles got muscles, but I think he was preparing for Ngannou. So he put on all this muscle and all this size. Now, we was watching those highlights. He definitely looked slower on that bag.
But I'm saying, like, I'm not as worried about it. I was worried about it, like, a year ago or 2 years ago. Like, I feel like he put on that weight way too quickly, and then you just going to go out throw to a boxer. I'm like, I don't like that. That seems dangerous. But he been doing it for, like, 3 years now trying to put on his weight. And, like, getting his body acclimated to his weight, like his little ass legs acclimated to carrying all that weight, his knees, boxing. Like he been training with this weight like for some time now. So I'm like, I feel like he's used to it. Like he's ready to go out there like fight. Like he took his time with it, like lifting and all that heavy ass weights and everything. So I'm not as worried about him putting on that much weight and coming out there and looking like ass. He might come out there and be rusty because it has been like 3 years, but I feel like I'm not as worried just like weight wise. Like I feel like he's gonna come out there and his body's been having this weight for 3 years now.
I hope he come out there and he takes her down straight down. We're not about to strike with this.
Yeah, we ain't about to
striker, no.
I don't know. I don't think Ciryl Gane's gonna come out like how he was against Francis, kicking, evade, and dance around. Like I feel like Ciryl Gane will feel like he has like a better like an advantage over John. Like, yeah, you're really a light heavyweight dude. Like you're not even really supposed to be here. Like I'm gonna just walk forward and walk you down.
I think Jon Jones has to wrestle. See, I think he has to push him against the cage, and he has to wrestle him. Because like Ciryl Gane, much better striker, much faster, and I would say he has better footwork. I think the only thing Jon Jones advantages is he has much higher fight IQ. Because he would have never went for a leg lock in the middle of the 5th round of a championship fight. That might have been some of the dumbest shit I ever seen. And he has superior wrestling. That's about it. He got superior wrestling, superior fight IQ. And he might be stronger because he's been lifting all these damn heavy weights.
He's been lifting for 3 years now.
Yeah, I thought he was
his legs still the same, though. My calf's still the same. But
so he might be stronger, but he needs to take him down in jiu-jitsu and ground and pound. That's his path to victory. I don't think he gets it done on the feet.
I don't think he's finishing him.
I don't think he win a decision.
Who, John? I feel like that's his only way of winning. I don't think he finished Ciryl Gane. I may be wrong.
I think he gonna finish him the same way he finished Gustafsson in the second fight. Take him down and vicious ground and pound.
Maybe.
Because I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's not gonna outpoint Ciryl Gane.
Nah.
Like Ngannou was able to. Ngannou caught him by surprise and held him down for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But I don't. I
Shit.
think if Cyril Gane learned from that, and that was his first time in a title fight.
We could both be wrong, and John knock his ass out. You know, he might got one punch knockout power now.
He never had it before, but
all that lifting, he probably lifting, had the little Rock Lee weights on his arms.
right. Everybody that fight Jon
years.
Jones always say this. They always lose, but everybody that fight him always say the same thing afterwards. John really doesn't hit that hard. DC, Gustafson, Reyes, they all say he doesn't hit that hard. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you had to pick somebody right now, who are you picking?
I'm going with the GOAT.
You going with Jon Jones right now?
Yeah.
I checked the odds. He was minus 200 last night.
I would put some money on Cyril Gane though. Like if Cyril Gane is going there as an underdog, I'll definitely put money on him.
And it's taking the fights in Vegas, so that doesn't favor too. I guess it's my favorite John. Cyril Gane got to travel from France over to the U.S. Next, we have the welterweight strap. Finally is official. We have Rocky Leon Edwards taking on Kamar Usman. And was that March 18th in London, UK?
Not worried about this one at all. Maybe a little bit about the fans, because it is UK. But other than that, once he put his ass against that cage, when fans are going to quiet down, it's going to be just like last time, but without the knockout.
I was confident until Usman started talking about his hands still messed up, his knees hurt. He ain't recovered from the knockout.
He was like that last fight. He still dominated, bro. Till like the last minute.
We see where he ended up, didn't we? The hospital.
Yeah, because he was being goofy, trying to, boy, if he don't put his ass against that cage.
I don't know. My brain telling me Usman. My heart telling me Edwards. He got he fighted in his own hometown. He just put bro to sleep a couple months ago. Sleep. Viciously. He don't have to travel.
I feel like there's more pressure on him.
And he know if when his back against the wall, he can pull a Hail Mary out and get it done.
I feel like there's more pressure on him now. You at home, in front of your people.
It could be. I just feel like Usman got to travel all the way over there.
Yeah.
He's coming off his first knockout loss, his first loss in
Usman's
years.
been very quiet though. Like he's been working. That's it. Leon was saying like the other day, yeah. They said Usman been preparing for this fight for a while now, so yeah, it's kind of a done deal. Like my man's just been in the gym working.
That's it, man. I don't like the fact he said his hand messed up still, bro.
Hey, he doing the same thing with what Nurmagomedov did last time. Don't hit to my head. You know, little mind games. Like, yeah, my knees hurt. I'm getting old. My hands is broken. He'll come out there, bow, bitch.
I don't know,
the whole arena gonna be quiet, you know.
I feel like them cards in London last year, every card was crazy. It was the energy in, I think it's the O2 Arena, was epic. So I feel like those fans,
he can't. But to me, like Usman can't come out there like complacent. Like he gotta leave it all on the line. Like honestly, I don't even know who he really fights after this. Hamzat.
Well, Hamzat he got to fight somebody, probably like Kobe or Bilal.
I feel like he really only won a fight like 2 more times, this and 1 more, and I feel like you retire after that. It's really nobody else to fight.
He didn't definitely clear it out the division.
So I'm like, you might as well just leave it all out there. Like, get your belt back and fight.
You got to go through Bilal, and then you got to go through Hamzat.
Who got to go through Bilal?
I want to see Usman fight those 2 dudes.
Yeah,
unless Bilal
got to come to him first. He got to fight some people first.
Bilal on like a 6-fight winning streak. Well, 6-fight winning streak.
Go fight Kobe if Hamzat don't.
Kobe don't want to fight nobody, man. Kobe just sit around. He just sit around and wait till the title fight. Like, oh, everybody fought already. That's back to me. Kobe just be chilling. But we also have Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev as the co-main event on that same card.
I feel like this is gonna be. I think that's gonna be the fight of the night.
Definitely fight of the night.
I might take Fiziev.
I was about to say I'm definitely taking Fiziev.
I'm be quite frank with you.
I'm taking Fiziev, but second round knockout.
Or
TKO / knockout.
I got knockout. Yeah. But I don't think Justin ain't about to be like he about to tag him back.
I don't think so, bro. I think he about to put a master class on Justin ass. Because Justin hasn't fought since Oliveira, right?
Yeah.
So that, like Justin say, that's damage as we talk. What Max say? We talking about damage? Yeah, it's damage. His
Oh, yeah.
brains definitely got.
It's gonna be
They're put it on him.
it's gonna be fight of the night. I feel like.
I think Fiziev about to go. Those leg kicks not gonna work. Fiziev literally teaches people how to check those. So he's about, boop. He about to check all those. Justin's not gonna wrestle him. Justin's striking isn't fast enough to really get to him.
I got him winning in the first.
Fiziev first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take second,
He got
just because I think
knockout.
Justin got some heart. But
Justin do got some heart, but he can be his heart gonna be in the ground.
I got
With his
Fiziev
body.
in the second round TKO or second round TKO or an actual knockout. And then I think it's one other thing we need to talk about, right?
You know, that was about it. It was just 4.
I think that's the end. Got anything else you want to cover?
Nah, that's about it.
Cool. We out, guys. See y'all next
Thanks,
week.
guys.